Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Mel B just made a return to America's Got Talent. However, some fans have expressed worry about how she has interacted with candidates on the show. However, not all admirers agreed with this, and some defended her. Melanie Janine Brown rose to prominence in the 1990s as a Spice Girl, earning the nickname Scary Spice. Toward the conclusion of the decade, she planned to pursue a solo career. Mel B entered America's Got Talent in 2013. She initially left in 2018, but was announced to return in 2025 for the show's 20th season. Guests for the season included Howie Mandel, Sofia Vergara, and Simon Cowell. The fan went on to say, "I'm sick of her misery and negativity. It's destroying the overall feel for me. I used to enjoy watching, but now her presence is unbearable. Why be so harsh and negative to others? She may be very nice to some and cruel to others. I'm not watching the show to get taken down." Nonetheless, many fans believed Mel B had an important role in the concert. According to others, a few viewers believe the show focuses too much on positivism to provide genuine criticism to candidates. As one fan put it, "I'm not a Mel B fan, but the program isn't lacking in positivity. There is no necessity for judges if they all stand for every act, praise, and vote yes. I tune out a lot of the judges' comments because they are very predictable." A few fans mentioned that other judges have also filled this role. "I don't see anything wrong with a judge occasionally being critical. My complaint is that the criticisms are usually highly random and appear premeditated." Other fans weighed in on the matter. Some fans believed Mel B was not only filling a necessary position on the show, but also taking over the role from other judges, including one of her current co-stars. Nonetheless, some agreed with the original poster. In 2025, Mel B, also known as Melanie Janine Brown, made a highly anticipated return to America's Got Talent (AGT) for its landmark 20th season. This was not her first time behind the judging table. Fans of the show will recall her previous run as a judge from 2013 through 2018, during which she established a unique voice on the panel, combining humor, heart, and a strict sense of honesty that some considered refreshing and others considered abrasive. Her reappearance alongside returning judges Howie Mandel, Sofia Vergara, and Simon Cowell sparked widespread excitement and curiosity. But as the episodes aired and clips began circulating on social media, a significant portion of the audience started debating her demeanor and approach toward contestants. What began as subtle murmurs escalated into a full-fledged conversation about what role judges should play in reality competitions and whether criticism is still valued in an era dominated by over-the-top praise and feel-good moments. Mel B's presence on AGT was always unmistakable. Her vivacious personality, bold fashion statements, and assertive opinions made her stand out. She didn't shy away from using her platform to be real, sometimes uncomfortably so. Yet, during her previous tenure, fans largely embraced her approach. There were disagreements, of course, but the general consensus appreciated her honesty. Her 2025 return, however, landed differently for a segment of the show's fanbase. Some viewers took to online forums and comment sections to express their discomfort with what they perceived as harsh, even cold, interactions with certain candidates. "I'm sick of her misery and negativity," wrote one frustrated fan in a now viral post. "It's destroying the overall feel for me. I used to enjoy watching, but now her presence is unbearable. Why be so harsh and negative to others? She may be very nice to some and cruel to others. I'm not watching the show to get taken down." This fan reaction, though poignant and widely echoed, didn't represent the whole picture. For every comment criticizing Mel B, there was another passionately defending her. Some argued that her presence brought a much-needed balance to the judging panel, which had increasingly leaned into relentless positivity. "I'm not a Mel B fan," one viewer admitted, But the program isn't lacking in positivity. There is no necessity for judges if they all stand for every act, praise, and vote yes. I tune out a lot of the judges' comments because they are very predictable. The sentiment tapped into a broader cultural debate. Has criticism become taboo in a world that prefers comfort to confrontation? To understand the full scope of Mel B's return and the responses it generated, it's important to contextualize her larger career arc. Born in Leeds, England, Melanie Janine Brown burst into global stardom as one-fifth of the Spice Girls, the legendary 1990s pop group that defined an era. With her electrifying stage presence and fierce confidence, Mel earned the moniker Scary Spice. The nickname wasn't derogatory, it was empowering. She was the embodiment of girl power, a bold force who exuded unapologetic confidence and challenged norms at every turn. As the Spice Girls took over global airwaves, sold out arenas, and dominated pop culture, Mel B stood out as a firecracker, impossible to ignore and quick with a quip. Toward the end of the 90s, as the Spice Girls began to explore individual paths, Mel B announced her solo ambitions. She launched her own music career, releasing tracks that showcased her vocal talents and her fearless personality. While her solo efforts didn't reach the heights of the Spice Girls' success, they did help Mel solidify her identity outside the group. She explored other ventures as well: television hosting, acting, and reality TV appearances. But it wasn't until her involvement with America's Got Talent in 2013 that she found a new platform perfectly suited to her personality. During her initial run on AGT, Mel B quickly became a standout. She wasn't afraid to push back against Simon Cowell, known for his sharp tongue. Her chemistry with Howie Mandel offered comic relief, and her dynamic with the various guest judges and contestants was always compelling. Her background as a global superstar gave her credibility, and her no-nonsense style appealed to viewers who appreciated blunt feedback in a sea of saccharine commentary. However, she also showed tremendous heart, often tearing up during emotional performances and offering comfort to contestants who shared difficult personal stories. She left the show in 2018 amid personal transitions, including a public divorce and a renewed focus on her mental health and family life. Her 2025 return was framed as a comeback, not just to AGT, but to the spotlight she once ruled so effortlessly. Promotional materials emphasized her legacy, showing clips from the Spice Girls' heyday and her most iconic AGT moments. Early teasers portrayed her as a grounding force in the revamped panel. But with that return came scrutiny. Fans who once celebrated her unfiltered approach now seemed divided. Social media sites lit up with debates. Was Mel B truly being too harsh? Or had the audience simply become too sensitive? A key moment in this season that sparked discussion involved a young opera singer who had traveled across the country to audition. The singer delivered a stirring rendition of Dorma, bringing the audience to its feet. "You've got an incredible voice," she said, "but that performance felt too safe to me. I wanted to feel your passion, your soul, not just your technique." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.